be working on our first review lesson on rounding numbers. So this will be, if you can see, it's going to be the worksheet that we're working on. And I'm going to give you the notes here and kind of show you how I want you to set up your notes every time. So it's kind of a specific way just so you can keep it organized. You can put it on loose leaf and keep it in a binder, or you can keep it in a spiraled notebook. Either way, whichever your preference is. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I want us to do is make sure at the header you always write that this is notes. Now I'm going to write a little big just so you can see it. And then you're going to say what the lesson is. So this is going to be notes, and then it's going to be on rounding numbers. And the last thing I kind of want you to write is to keep track of everything. We're going to put the date, and today it is 8/24 that we're going over this. Okay, so basically rounding numbers is just a review. It's just so we can do this worksheet so you have kind of a refresher. So we're going to look at first the place value of each number. So I'm going to give you one pretty big number just so we can label the place value for it. Let's go ahead and get this number. So basically this number says it's 2,045,199 and that decimal 215 thousandths. So that's basically what that number says, and we're just going to identify what each placeholder is. So this first one, the 2, is going to be your millions placeholder. Next number is hundred thousands. The 4 is 10 thousands. The 5 is thousands. The 1 is hundreds. The first 9 is going to be thousands. Oh, 10, I'm sorry. And then the last one is going to be ones. Okay, so that goes with that, that goes with that. And then you have this decimal here. And basically what this decimal is, you would just say that as an and, right? And then the 2 is tenths with a TH at the end, tenths. So it says round to the tenths place. That means one decimal behind, one number behind the decimal. And then you have the hundredths place. And lastly, you have the thousandths place. So essentially that is just the place value, okay? So we're not really gonna round this number specifically. I'm going to give you another number, one similar to your notes, right? So it's basically, let's give this number, 6 and 7, 5, 2, 0, 2, right? And let's round to the tenths place. So identify the place value. Our place value to the tenths place is right here. This first 7. So this is the tenths place. So in order to round to the tenths place, you have to look at the number behind it. Okay, so we're gonna look at this 7 here. And we say that if it is 4 or less, let it rest. 4 or less, let it rest. So if this number was a 4 or smaller than a 4, then this 7 is going to stay the same. 5 or more, raise the score. So this number is greater than 5, so it's 5 or more, it's a 7, so that means we're going to raise the score. So the number that we're raising is this, the 10th place, that's 7. So we're raising it by 1. Okay, so we have now, your answer is 6.8 because this number is higher. So all of this goes away and they would be zeros, but we don't need to write our zeros. So 6 and 8 tenths. So that would be this number, 6 and 8 tenths. So that is rounding to the 10th place, okay?